Once again, a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and we welcome you back live to RVA Sports Network's exclusive live coverage of high school sports. As tonight, we are at Chuck Tester Gymnasium on the campus of L.C. Bird High School. Glad to be back in Skyhawk country as the number 4 ranked L.C. Bird Skyhawks women's basketball team gets set for action tonight in county rivalry matchup against the Rapids of James River. Rob Witham along with you. Second of 3 nights this week of live high school basketball coverage here on the RVA Sports Network. On Tuesday night, you were with us for the doubleheader over at Glen Allen High School. The Rebels of Douglas Freeman coming in, and the Jaguar girls get the win first game, 64-20. But the Rebels of Douglas Freeman get revenge and take an exciting 59-58 conclusion to the boys matchup over Glen Allen. And we have to apologize to you. We were not aware of the fact until we were completed our broadcast that we had lost our connection with our YouTube channel and had technical difficulties during the second half of that game. And it was horrible to find that out. It was mortifying, to be honest with you, simply because it was such an exciting final couple of minutes and a great end to the game with Sammy Atchison nailing a three-pointer with about 10 seconds to go from the right corner to give the Rebels the lead. And the Jags had a chance at the end. We're not able to cash in. And we do apologize for that. So we've worked on it in the last 48 hours, try to figure out exactly what was happening, why it happened. And we will endeavor to hopefully not allow that to happen again. Although, frankly, in the situation like that, it's one of those things that just happens. And it is one of the unfortunate parts of this wonderful technological age that we live in, that occasionally the technology does not work. So we definitely want to apologize for that. That definitely was not the way that we expected our Tuesday night broadcast to finish up. But congratulations to the Rebels on that win. The boys, 59-58. And then they turned around last night, got a win at home over Maggie Walker. And so the Rebels of Douglas Freeman are 4-1 heading over to J.R. Tucker tomorrow night. And off to a very good start this season, 2-1 in their holiday tournament. Their only loss is to number 7, St. Christopher's, who won that tournament. That was a semifinal matchup a week ago tonight, Thursday night. And with St. Chris winning 73-44, and then the Saints went on to win the title Friday night over Albemarle, while Freeman nipped Collegiate in the third place game. Well, let's turn our attention to our game in front of us here tonight. James River will be the second time we've had a chance to see them live. They opened their season last week at Atlee. Atlee was ranked at the time, and the Rapids got a very nice opening win on the road. Then on Friday of last week, they had a very strange 4:30 start over at Deep Run High School, and we had a chance to get over to that game before we headed to the Rebel Invitational that we were just talking about a moment ago. And James River struggled mightily offensively in the first half. Deep Run had their issues too, and I honestly think the very early start to a varsity basketball game at 4:30 in the afternoon had a little bit to do with it. It took a while for both teams to get on track, but James River only scored 8 points in the first half. They were down 15 at the break. They put on a great run in the fourth quarter, but it fell short. They had a chance to cut it to 1 with a little over 2 minutes remaining, but weren't able to do it, and Deep Run survived with the win. 39-33 was the final score in that game. Now the Rapids are going to step it up a notch in terms of opponent, because the number 4 Skyhawks off to a fantastic start this season as expected. 2 romps so far this year over Thomas Jefferson, and a couple of nights ago, they beat Varina by 50 points, 77-27. If you ask the question, how is life without Taja Cole now at the University of Louisville? The answer, pretty doggone good so far. 2 for 2, and looking to make it 3-0 here tonight in the friendly confines in Chester. We mentioned at the outset of the broadcast, it's our second of 3 nights this week of high school basketball broadcasting, which means, yep, we are back with you live tomorrow night here on RVA Sports Network. We're going to be in Mechanicsville at Atlee High School, and it is the first of 6 Friday nights scheduled in Hanover County where it will be rivalry night, where 2 county teams play each other, and then the other 2 county teams play each other. Now, for our benefit, Atlee and Lee Davis are going to play a varsity doubleheader at Atlee tomorrow night. That's where we're going to be. Our coverage will begin just about 6 o'clock. tomorrow evening. Girls varsity will play first. We'll get our first chance to see the Raiders as they try to get off the schneid and get their first win of the year. They have struggled early with, we mentioned, the opening loss to James River. Then they fell to Mills Godwin. And then Tuesday night, they had to play number 6 Henrico. And even though they gave them a very good game, they lost by 6 points. So Atlee will come in with a record of 0-3. Lee Davis, on the other hand, has a win already this season over Maggie Walker. They struggled in their opener against Deep Run. But, of course, as the old saying goes, when you get two rivalry partners together, you can throw the records out the window. But Ashley Weaver and Elise Armentrout and company are going to look to get Atlee a win at home tomorrow night against their arch rivals in Eastern Hanover. And then the other side of the coin at 7:30 or so, we'll have the boys matchup. Chad Bishop, first season as head coach at Lee Davis after being an assistant for quite a number of years over at Deep Run. They got their first win for Coach Bishop over Maggie Walker late last week. Now they look to go on the road and get him his first ever county win against Coach Phil Reynolds' Raiders, who were able to go 2-1 at the Rebel Invitational themselves. They finished in 5th place. They lost their opener to Douglas Freeman, but then they got 2 nice wins, one over James River in the consolation semis and an 8-point victory last Friday night over Cosby in the 5th place game. So that's Atlee hosting Lee Davis, doubleheader action tomorrow night here on the RVA Sports Network. We'll hit the air live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time here on our YouTube channel. So looking forward to that one coming up on Friday night, just 24 hours from now. Rapids on our right, Skyhawks on our left, getting set and ready to go. I had mentioned a moment ago how LC Bird is off to a very short start. There are 2 victories, 87 points, 77 points. So in terms of generating offense, for those who thought, well, you know, it all centered around Taja Cole, and if they don't have Taja Cole, they're going to struggle, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So far, so good, 2 games in. The non-conference game against TJ to start the season. Then the new Conference 12 matchup against Verina. Verina and Highland Springs moving over to Conference 12, which is going to make things really interesting come Conference 12 tournament time. And, of course, people already thinking about the inevitable possibility of LC Bird and Highland Springs meeting postseason possibly as many as 3 times. Number 1, a lot of people have them penciled in for the Conference 12 championship, number 1. And then number 2 after that, you're looking at what may happen in 5A South. And, of course, after that, you never know, comes Siegel Center in March. But, you know, today's only December 10th. We have a long way to go and a lot of basketball to be played. If you don't believe me, had a conversation with Highland Springs' girls basketball coach last Saturday when we were over there to cover the state semifinal football game, and they are pumped and excited. Their schedule kind of quirky. They didn't get started until tomorrow night. Their first game finally tomorrow, and they are chomping at the bit to get some competition that they don't know. Another team, you know, they had a couple of scrimmages before November 30th, but they've been sitting waiting for the last 2 weeks to finally get a game, and they'll get it in as they start their season tomorrow. But the coach was telling me about how, you know, Highland Springs very much learned their lesson from what happened last year when these Skyhawks, led by Taja Cole, I believe 38 points that night, eliminated Highland Springs in the regional semifinal, cost them a chance to go to the Siegel Center in the state tournament. And Highland Springs has got a mission this season. But LC Bird wants to prove they're going to be just fine without the Gatorade State Player of the Year from last year. Just looking at the stats from Tuesday night's win, very balanced scoring. Madison Baum, Angela Caraballo, both with 13 points. Kiki Williams with 12. Takia Wallace with 11. Then there are 2 other players with 6, 2 other players with 5, and everybody who played, and it was pretty much their entire team, got on the scoreboard. They'll look to Kennedy Maddox down low more this season. She'll need to be more of an inside presence in games where you are going up against like a Cam Gatling of Highland Springs and teams that has other presence like that as well. The head-to-head matchups in the Dominion in the regular season between Bird and Cosby will be very fascinating, with Tyra Whitehead, Kennedy having to kind of neutralize her as best as she can, and then looking at Angela, et cetera, going up against Jocelyn Jones. Those will be some fun matchups as well. And, of course, these Skyhawks have to face Monacan a couple of times, too. And we all know what a start they have got to so far this season. The 90 points in their win last night over Manchester, and that puts them at 3-0, the number one team in our RVA Sports Network Girls Top 10 basketball poll. So looking forward to all the action that is going to unfold, and we begin with it tonight here in Chester. As it's almost tip time, we'll have our national anthem coming up in just a moment. In fact, since that's on the way in a minute, why don't we take a very quick timeout, and we'll come back, and we'll have the national anthem, the starting lineups, and we're on our way to basketball coming up next.
Sheehy Ford Ashland is as close as your keypad. Just go to SheehyFordAshland.com. Or you can come by their beautiful facility on Highway 1 south of Ashland and check out the Quick Lane Service Center. They service all makes and models with a 17 multi-point inspection free of charge. And Sheehy does great things for the community, too, like supporting Habitat for Humanity and the Massey Cancer Center, plus many others. Good people giving back to the community. That's Sheehy Ford in Ashland and at SheehyFordAshland.com.
Crown Limousine Service, Ashland and Richmond's full-service limousine company. Your best choice for business travel to Dulles, Reagan, Norfolk International, and Newport News Williamsburg airports. Crown Limousine is the mark of excellence. Call them 24/7, 368-0229, 368-0229. Reservations are now being accepted for their annual Tacky Light Holiday Tour. Crown Limousine Service, online at crownlimousine.net, 368-0229.
As we come back, it is time to honor America with the playing of the national anthem. National anthem is complete, and we'll get the starting lineups and get underway here in just a moment here on the RVA Sports Network. Just thinking during the national anthem, we mentioned Monacan and Cosby a moment ago. Good time to remind you that it'll be Monacan Cosby January 4th right here on RVASN, live from Cosby High School. Cannot wait. What a way to start calendar year 2016. 4A state champs and the 6A state champs colliding, the first of two. And that's again Monday night, January 4th. Memory serves me correctly, we'll hit the air that night at either 7 or 7:30. It's listed on our broadcast schedule at RVASportsNetwork.com. James River starting lineup: Davis, Guanara, Ward, Hermans, and McCabe, the sophomore, in the middle for the Rapids. Starters now for the homestanding Skyhawks, including Robinson, Maddie Baum, who we talked about as the leading scorer in the win over Verina the other night, Angela Caraballo, and here come your two forwards, senior Kiki Williams and Brina Bentley will get the start tonight at the other forward. Maddox will come off of the bench. Lineups are complete, and we are set and ready to go with live high school girls basketball here tonight on RVA Sports Network. Glad you're with us. Thanks so much for joining us wherever you may be. Again, our broadcast schedule always available on the right side of the page at RVASportsNetwork.com and on our family of county-centric websites where we keep you covered on what's happening in areas around the Richmond area, ChesterfieldCountySports.net, HenricoCountySports.net, and HanoverCountySports.net. 6A South football team, the all-region team, released earlier this afternoon, and we just posted that team on ChesterfieldCountySports.net. Congratulations to Manchester, Cosby, Thomasdale, all of them with players on the team. Tip midcourt, we're ready to go. Hermans will control, and the Rapids will move left to right across your computer screen. Quick three-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound immediately kicked out. Another three-pointer, no good. McCabe grabs the rebound. Hermans from 15, and it's good. So Davis tried 2 3-pointers. They were close, but just wouldn't fall. But nice offensive rebounding inside. And the Rapids on the basket from Hermans take a 2-0 lead. It'll be Robinson right at the circle. Looked at Bond in the corner. Instead, Bentley instead. They'll work it around left side. Caraballo for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Davis will grab the rebound. Angela's going right after her. And full court pressure. Down the court. Tried to get a pass inside to Ward, but I believe it may have been tipped out of bounds. No, the refs are saying no, it was not tipped out of. Yes, they are. They're reversing it. And it was tipped out of bounds before Ward could get to it, and the Rapids will retain possession. All right, now the other official. We have 3 officials here, as usual, in varsity basketball, and the one on the far side next to the scorer's table opposite from us at midcourt reverses the call and says no, did not go off of a Skyhawk, and they get the basketball. So LC Bird ball, about a minute in, down 2-0. Into the corner, Baum, back to Caraballo, across court to Robinson from 16. It's off the mark, no good. Fight for the rebound. Bentley has it, goes to the floor, needs help, jump ball, possession arrow to the Skyhawks. So just underway, a little over a minute in, and the Rapids with the early 2-0 lead. Baum will take it out underneath her own basket. Looking for the first points of the night for number 4, LC Bird. Takes it up top to Robinson, into Kiki Williams, and she will travel. Move the pivot foot before she started dribbling in the lane, and the turnover to James River. Current RVA Sports Network Top 10 Girls Basketball poll. Monacan 1, Cosby 2. As we have a turnover, back court, Caraballo grabs the ball. She'll go to the basket and put it in for the first 2 for the Skyhawks. And here comes the pressure that Bird is known for. Davis gets it across midcourt. We'll finish the top 10 in a moment. Davis inside, and she'll get fouled. And the foul will be on Baum. First team foul, first foul of the game. Ward will take it inbounds underneath her own basket. Can't get it to Hermans. Floats it out to Davis, top of the circle. Around to Hermans. Gets tipped out of bounds. And they say no, it did not get tipped. Looked like maybe Angela had a right hand on it, but it's not. And it's going to be a turnover. And I think Hermans thought the same thing, which is why she stopped the play. Ball back to the Skyhawks with a chance to take the lead. Tied 2-2. Pass inside for Bentley is too high and goes out of bounds. And back to the Rapids. And the Skyhawks will employ the full court pressure. Half court pass to McCabe. She'll drive down, put up a long floater. It's no good. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Skyhawks. Rapids will have it underneath. 2-2. A minute 47 into the game. Ward looking for a pass. Got it into Hermans. Hermans will flip left side, throw it up, misses everything, goes out of bounds. She hurried that shot big time, and the Skyhawks will take it. Finish the top 10 quickly if we can. Highland Springs 3, these Skyhawks are 4. J.R. Tucker at 5, Henrico at 6, Midlothian at 7. Huguenot is number 8. Caraballo has it here left of the circle, kicks it over to Baum. Thought about a 3. Now she's going to throw it inside to Williams, who can't handle the pass, and it's taken by James River. Davis has it. Driving down, trying to get Hermans cutting, and it's knocked out of bounds nicely by the Skyhawks. And I believe Coach Chevette Waller wants to call timeout. Little discombobulation early for the Skyhawks. And it's a 30-second timeout to calm it down. So timeout, Skyhawks. We are tied at 2-2 at 5:45 left here in the first quarter. Deep run to finish our top 10. Entered at number 9 this week. Atlee dropped out. Prince George dropped a couple of spots at number 10. They lost to Hopewell the other night. And so we may see some more changes in our top 10 poll, which, of course, is released every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time on Twitter at the RVA Sports Net, and also on our Central Region Now podcast, which drops now again on Sunday evenings, now that we're into the winter sports season. Herman's with it on the inbounds pass. They whip it around to Davis right side, back out to Herman's up top. Over to McCabe, thought about a 15-footer, going to go inside instead, gets around the defender, shot no good, got her own rebound, puts it up and in. Emma McCabe for 2, and it's 4-2. Rapids. Baum, cross-court pass, Caraballo, she's going to drive baseline, stop, put it inside, Bentley's got it, goes up, blocked. McCabe uses her height and a good defensive advantage to grab the basketball. Davis across the timeline. Gets it to Hermans. Kicks it into McCabe. Schultz with a turnaround left-hander off the glass and no good. Rebound to L.C. Bird. Baum wants to push it. Over to Robinson. Nice pass to a cutting Kiki Williams for 2. She could have taken the three-pointer in the corner, but instead did a great job there with the assist. They find McCabe down court all alone. Puts up a layup attempt, but it's short. Williams is going to grab the rebound, and the Skyhawks with a chance to take their first lead of the evening. It'll be Kiki for 3. Good. Kiki Williams for 3, and the first lead of the night for L.C. Bird. It's 7-4. Trap coming. Pass intercepted by Caraballo in the middle. She'll drive. Beautiful pass inside. Robinson, maybe an extra pass she shouldn't have made, but she's able to get the loose ball, and they bring it back out up top. Baum to Robinson in the corner, tried to get to Bentley. McCabe grabbed it off her foot, fight for it, and it's going to be off. Oh, okay, it's going to be Rapids ball, and I honestly thought it was going to go off of Guanera and out of bounds because she was the only player left standing in that scrum when the ball went out of bounds. Kennedy Maddox will make her first appearance of the night. Robinson will be the first to the bench for L.C. Bird. We are midway through quarter number 1. Skyhawks up 7-4. Ward into the corner for McCabe. Look for Ward cutting. Wasn't there. Over to Herman. She'll put up a 3. It's too strong. Rebound to Williams. She fights for it, and now she'll lose it. McCabe gets it as 3 Rapids descended on her. McCabe stripped the basketball, went to the basket, and will draw the personal foul. That's going to go on Williams. That'll be her first personal foul and the team's second foul. At 3:47 to go, first quarter. 7-4, Skyhawks by 3, thanks to that three-pointer from Williams. Pass intercepted. Caraballo grabs it as if it were hers and goes for the layup, and it's short. No good. Davis gets the board. She'll push it quickly for the Rapids. Stop, put up a 12-footer, rattles in. And Abby Davis with 2. 7-6, the Skyhawk advantage, just 1. 3:25 first quarter. Williams in front of the Rapids bench, into the corner for Baum, double team, back to Williams, puts up a long three-pointer, and it rattles in. Kiki Williams with back-to-back trays. And as good as the Rapids have played here in the first quarter, they still find themselves down by 4 at 10-6, thanks to the long-range shooting of Kiki Williams. Davis into the corner, needs some help. Hermans can't get it to her. Baum trying to get to it. And they're going to say it was touched by Ward across the timeline, and that's a backcourt violation. And the turnover will go to L.C. Bird here at midcourt. 2:56 to go first quarter. Inbounds to Baum here at the top. Rapids in a kind of a 1-2-2 zone. Turnaround jumper, Bentley, no good. Rebound last off of Brina, and it is going to be James Trevor Ball. Bird drops back on the defense this time. Baum will pick Davis up at mid-court. Herman's top of the circle. Looking inside, one bounce, nothing there. Pass to Ward, Ward to McCabe, and McCabe's pass is going to go out of bounds in front of us here. Too strong for Herman. She thought Mandy was going to cut, and she did not. And that's just a simple communication error right there, as Quinera will come out of the game. Maya Gabrielson is in for the Rapids, as is Nicole Beachy checking in. Inside to Maddox, out to Williams, going to kick it into the corner. Long two-pointer is good for Takia Wallace, who is into the game for the first time for the Skyhawks, and the lead is 6 at 12-6, 2:10 to go in the quarter. Hermans with Bond on her. Into the corner, back out to Hermans up top. Looking inside, nothing there. Cross-court pass intercepted by Williams. It's a 2-on-1. She'll keep it herself, and it's blocked by Hermans, but she'll draw the foul. First foul on the Rapids will go on Hermans, trying to defend the fast break after the turnover, and that's what's killed the Rapids early on. Lots and lots of turnovers. And Williams to the free throw line. First free throw of the night for anyone, and it's good. And quickly, Williams could be in double figures if she grabs this one. 13-6, 7-point lead, 1:55 first quarter. Williams spins the ball, puts it up. It's good. And Kiki's got 10 of LC Bird's 14 points. 14-6 now. And here's a point in the game where early on the Rapids don't want the Skyhawks to get too far ahead. They're not any longer in their sights. They had that problem at deep run on Friday. Davis will drive left side. Nice job by Wallace defensively, and she'll steal it. Heading down the far baseline, gets it to Baum. Baum's going to bring it back out. Kick it to Williams, over to Wallace, back to Williams up top. Lost it for a moment, got it back, gives it to Baum, and they'll reset. Into the corner, they left Caraballo all alone. Three-pointer long. Rebound Davis. She wants to push but doesn't have numbers. Wallace defending her, and they're going to say Davis touched the out-of-bounds line right in front of the Bird bench, and another James River turnover. And so the story of quarter number one tonight has been very simple. A combination of miscues by the Rapids and the three-point shooting of Kiki Williams. 6 of her 10 from beyond the arc, and the lead is 8 at 14-6, 1:10 to go. Wallace into the corner. Pass back to Wallace is tipped and intercepted, and Davis will try to drive 1-on-2, and she will be fouled. Foul will be on Wallace. That'll be her first personal and the team's third. Maya Coleman has checked in for LC Bird. Herman's now on the bench. And Donaldson has checked in for James River. Inbounds pass to Davis. Drives in the lane. Shot partially blocked. Maddox gets the board. Quickly down to Caraballo. She looks to drive. High off the glass for 2. Angela with 4, and it's suddenly 16-6. Under a minute to go, first quarter. Looking inside, turnaround jump shot off the right side of the rim, no good. And the rebound to Coleman. That was Beachy on the turnaround. Coleman over to Caraballo for 3. It's good. And the Skyhawks are in rhythm. 19-6, half a minute to go. Just a moment ago, it was a 1-point game. Three-pointer from the lefty. No, it's long. Rebound to the Rapids briefly. And then Maya Coleman grabs it. She's off to the races, and she's going to travel. Hannah Ward, nice defense there, forcing the turnover, and the Rapids get a break, and they have 11.6 with which to try to cut into this margin. Quick substitutions here before the end of the quarter. It's Davis working the baseline. It's lost. Caraballo had it. She slips and falls out of bounds, and the Rapids will get a shot at it with 3 seconds to go in the offensive zone. They get it to Davis. She's only got 3 seconds. Quickly inside. Shot off the glass is good from Nicole Beachy. And that will end quarter number 1. Our score, number 4 LC Bird 19, James River 8. Here live on the RVA Sports Network. Quick opportunity for us to remind you of our next broadcast, which is less than 24 hours away, as we will be live at Atlee High School tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. Doubleheader coverage of the traditional Eastern Hanover rivalry between Lee Davis and Atlee will hit the air at 6 p.m. on our YouTube channel tomorrow night. Girls game first, followed by the boys. Confederates and Raiders live tomorrow night here on RVA Sports Network. And then coming up at the half, we're going to tell you about a very special broadcast that we have just confirmed this afternoon that is not basketball and is coming for the first time ever next Saturday night. Something we are really excited about, and we'll tell you about it coming up at the break. The Rapids will get the basketball to start quarter number 2. They'll inbounds right in front of our broadcast position. Hermans is back in the game, and she will do the honors to Davis, and off we go. Quarter number 2 underway on RVASN. Picked it up at half court. Baum did defensively. Pass is going to go out of bounds to the Bird bench. No angle there for Davis to pass, and the ball to LC Bird. Bird had 87 points in their opening win over Thomas Jefferson. 48 hours ago, they put up 77 in a 50-point win over Verina with very balanced scoring. As they go inside, looking for Williams, she'll kick the pass over, and that is Bentley for 2. Brenna's first 2 of the evening. They double-team Hermans down low, and Baum will grab it, and then Davis comes in and grabs it right back, and then she's fouled. And it'll be the second foul on Takia Wallace for LC Bird and the 4th team foul against the Skyhawks. Hermans will inbound it, get it right back, and the full court pressure returns. Mandy looks to break it. She's going to get a foul in the backcourt. They call a push on Bentley, and that's her first. And one way the Rapids could get back into the game would simply be to get these fouls to 7, start making some free throws and scoring points with no time elapsing off the clock. Top of the circle, Hermans. One bounce around left side, looking to get inside. They do. And the jumper is good from 6 feet for Beachy. Nicole Beachy has 4. 21-10. Skyhawks by 11. A minute into the second quarter. Cross-court pass to Caraballo. Nothing there. Back up top to Baum. Baum back to Angela for 3. That's going to be short. I might have been partially blocked. Caraballo runs, gets her own rebound. Floater in the lane, no good. And the rebound to Beachy and the Rapids. Davis looking to get around Angela. She does. Floats it to Hermans. She'll put up a 3. Rims in and out, no good. Rebound to Bentley. Good thought, but nobody underneath to get the offensive board for the Rapids. And they're going to need some second chances to cut into this 11-point deficit. Cross-court pass. Wallace is open. 15-footer short. And the rebound to Davis. And that might be number 3 on Wallace. And it is. Third personal foul on Takia Wallace comes with 6:22 to go in the first half, and she's going to have to come out. Kylie Robinson will come back into the game. So Kaylee in. Takia out with the 3 fouls. We will not see her till the second half, I'm sure. Donaldson gets it inside to Beachy, kicks it out to Hermans, wants to go back to Beachy. It's tipped by Bentley and intercepted. Baum will help her out. Comes across the timeline. Long pass, Robinson in the corner. Back to Madison. Maddie briefly double-teamed in the zone defense. Williams gets a hole inside of it, puts it up. No good. Went in and out and off the glass. And then a nice rebound by Bentley, and she'll draw the foul. 5:55 to go in the half. And to the line, Brenna Bentley. And the foul will go on Cameron Donaldson. That's her first personal foul. And just the second team foul against the Rapids. Bentley, first shot, good. And Brenna's got 3 now. Bentley will get one more, 22-10, the lead at 12. And it'll roll in. She used all the iron and a bit of the glass, and it worked, 23-10. Skyhawks are 4 for 4 early on from the free throw line. Hermans across the timeline. Kicks it to Davis, left side. She'll drive. tries to kick it out to Gabrielson, who loses it out of bounds in front of the Bird bench. Thanks to our buddy John Stolarik on Twitter. Just sent us a JV girls final score. Thomas Dale defeats Colonial Heights in JV action tonight, 41-28. I love his Twitter handle, @AngryForehead. That's good stuff. 5:35 to go in the half. Caraballo here up top, right side to Robinson. Looks inside to McCutting Williams. She wasn't in position. She'll kick it back out. Robinson lost it briefly, gets it back, and then double dribble. And a rare turnover for Kaylee, and the Rapids will get possession, but they need to get some points. 5:26 to the half. 23-10 the score. Boy, with LC Bird, along with the other top teams in our poll, the Monicans, the Cosbys, the Highland Springs, you have to keep them within striking distance. Davis will break the press, drive, put it up, rolls off the back of the iron and over to the other side. No good. Iron very unkind, and Bentley gets the rebound. Pass down court to Robinson. She'll put up a floater in the lane. No good. Got her own rebound. Put it up blocked as McCabe back in. Gets it. She gets it to Beachy. Nicole bounce pass to Davis and doing a beautiful job coming back defensively. Caraballo, who dives to knock it out of bounds and prevent the fast break basket. Rapids will retain possession, but nice hustle there by Angela. 4:56 in the half. Davis into the corner for Hermans, looking inside. Turnaround Beachy, good. And Nicole, the leading scorer for James River with 6 of their 12. And the lead for LC Bird back to 11 at 23-12. Into the corner, Robinson for 3. It's long, no good, but the long rebound to Baum. She'll drive inside, put it up short, and it goes out of bounds off of Hermans and will stay with the Skyhawks. As we are a little bit after 7 o'clock on this beautiful Thursday night in Central Virginia. Holy cow, in late February when it's 34 and a cold rain and we're all miserable, we're going to be wishing we had these incredible days in December back. Baum inbounding it. Underneath her own basket, having some trouble, finds Williams finally. She bails her out, up to Caraballo at the top. Angela will reset. 4:28 to go in the half. Long pass Robinson to the corner, nothing there. Out to Baum, kicks it over. Caraballo will put up a 3. It is off the back iron, no good. McCabe got the rebound, and she'll be fouled. Robinson guilty of the infraction because McCabe fell after grabbing the basketball, and they're saying an elbow kind of helped out that process. And it'll be 1-1 the rest of the way in this half, of course, until 10 fouls, and then 2 fouls, 2 shots if they're able to get to that point. And here's exactly where the Rapids can begin to chip away at the lead, but they've got to hit their free throws. Alyssa Brown checks in for Cameron Donaldson for James River. And McCabe to the line for the 1-1. First shot is up. It's strong and no good, but the offensive rebound, they kick it out to Hermans. Her shot is strong, and Caraballo will grab the board over in the far corner. 4:05 to go. Right side to Baum. Thought about driving, nothing there. Crossbar court pass, wide open Robinson. Her shot on the line, short for a long 2. Rebound McCabe. Hermans will push it quickly up court to Davis. She'll put up a 3. It's long. And Caraballo's just going to let it go out of bounds. And the Skyhawks retain possession. 3:48 to the half. 23-12 the score. Baum up top, right side. Caraballo in the corner, back to Baum right of the circle. Maddox working the top of the key. Madison works this side to Robinson, now to Maddox, who's going to get fouled. Looked like she was going to pass the ball, but and they're going to draw that foul on Hermans, and for Mandy, that's her second personal foul. And so earlier, if you're just joining us, Takea Wallace with 3 quick fouls out for Bird. Now Hermans has 2. They get it into Maddox on the pass from the out of bounds, and the shot in the lane is no good, and Hermans will grab the rebound and bring it up. Brown with it up top. Now to Abby Davis, who has 2 points. She'll drive left side on Robinson. Put it up too strong. Rebound Caraballo. Here comes Angela and the Skyhawks. She's weaving, working her way. Finds it open. Williams cutting right side for 2. Beautiful assist. Drive and hoop. 25-12. Skyhawks at 2:53 to go in the half. Davis across the timeline gets a Beachy. Get some help from Beachy there, but wasn't able to get the open jumper. Hermans into Beachy into the lane, kicks it out. McCabe gets nicely around Maddox, puts it up, in, and a foul. And a chance at a three-point play for Emma McCabe. And the foul, it's going to go on Kaylee Robinson, and for Kaylee, that's her second personal foul at 2:37 to go. McCabe missed the front end of the 1-and-1 a moment ago, has a chance to make up for one of those points with this one free throw on the traditional three-point play. It is up. It also was off the back of the iron, no good, but Beachy grabs the rebound. Then she loses it. It goes out of bounds, and it will stay with James River. Kaylee Robinson diving for it, but a bit late. 2:33 in the half. 25-14. Hermans takes it out, gets it to Beachy. Beachy up top. Brown will take the jumper, and it's no good. Williams with the rebound. 2:25 to go. Baum left of the circle. Working on now a kind of a 2-3 zone for James River. She'll be looking for cutters. Cross-court pass to Caraballo. She's open. Three-pointer good. Beautiful job by Angela there. 2 minutes to go. 28-14. Beachy in the lane. Bounce pass to an open Hermans for 3, and it's good. And Mandy Hermans with her first tray of the night. Deficit back to 11 at 28-17. They can keep it within 8 to 11 points here at intermission. Then they got to find an early run third quarter. That's hard to do on the road, especially here at Chuck Tester Gymnasium. Double teaming. Baum, she falls to the floor, and they're going to call traveling against Maddie. Guarnero is going to check back in for James River as they'll get the turnover, and Hermans will inbounds it in front of her bench. Minute 28 to go in the half. Rapids with a chance to cut it back into single digits. Brown up top, looking for some help. Caraballo's going to tap it. She's going to steal it. Goes up for the shot. No good, but she is fouled. And Brown will get her first personal foul, as frankly, it was just a matter of her getting her pocket picked. And the athleticism from Angela Caraballo puts her at the free throw line at a minute 18 to the half with an 11-point lead. Angela in double figures already with 10 points. First free throw is good. Skyhawks are 5 for 5 at the line this half. Second shot good, make it 6 for 6. James River McCabe with 2 opportunities, one on the 1-and-1 she missed, one on a three-point play she missed. Those are the opportunities that when you squander, you have a hard time here at Bird. Pass inside, intercepted. Caraballo again. Sends it over to Coleman. Lost it for a moment, got it back. Shot no good. Brown with the rebound. Her pass blocked. She gets it back, sends it down court. McCabe has it. Coming after her from behind as Caraballo knocks it out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Rapids. As Hannah Ward will check back in, and Brown will have a seat at 30-17 Bird, 53.7 to the half. Inbounds pass, they get it to Hermans. Lost the ball, tapped by Angela Caraballo. Baum gets it. Baum will put up a 14-footer. It's short, and Hermans will grab the rebound. 43 left in the half. Caraballo is going to pick her up and pick it off. Angela once again in, and a chance for a three-point play as she drives left side for 2 and draws a crucial third personal foul on Mandy Hermans with 36.5 to go. That is huge for James River. Mandy goes to the bench very disappointed, and understandably so. So Herman's with 3 for James River. Wallace on the bench with 3 for Bird. Caraballo, free throw's good. Skyhawks are 7 for 7 at the line this half, 33-17. They're going to put up the pressure here full court. They break it to Davis midcourt. She's got somebody open left side. It's Brown, but she couldn't handle it. She started jumping before she had the ball. No good. Skyhawks will push. It's Caraballo with it, puts it up short. Nice rebound, Coleman. Her shot blocked by McCabe. Under 20 to go. Stolen by Caraballo again. She gets it to Coleman for 2. Angela is putting on a clinic tonight defensively. 10 to go in the half, 35-17. We talked about wanting the lead to be 8-11. It's up to 18. 3 to go, another steal. Caraballo, pass is stolen by the Rapids, but they're not going to get a shot off. And we get to halftime. We are at the half tonight here in Top 10 girls basketball action on the RVA Sports Network, and our score, number 4, LC Bird 35 and James River 17. Williams had 10 of her 12 points in the first quarter. 15 points, and a bunch of them for Angela Caraballo in the second quarter. And the other important stat of that half, 7 for 7 at the charity stripe, whereas James River struggled at the line when they had their opportunities. 7 out of 7 at the line, 15 points for Angela, 12 points for Kiki, 4 for Bentley, 2 each for Coleman and Wallace. Robinson has yet to hit the scoreboard. And for James River, Beachy leads with 6. Hermans has 5 points, but now 3 fouls. McCabe with 4 points, but 2 big misses at the free throw line when the game was still at the 11-point mark. And Abby Davis with 2 points. So our score at intermission is LC Bird 35 and James River 17. Here live on the RVA Sports Network. We're going to take a quick break, grab a sip of water, and when we come back, we'll tell you about a big new broadcast that we just confirmed this afternoon that we'll have for you next Saturday evening. It'll be the first time it's ever happened, and we'll be at the inaugural event. And we'll talk about some other things coming up here on RVASN. All coming up at the half, and that's coming up in just a moment. So hope you will stay with us.
Crown Limousine Service, Ashland and Richmond's full-service limousine company. Your best choice for business travel to Dulles, Reagan, Norfolk International, and Newport News Williamsburg airports. Crown Limousine is the mark of excellence. Call them 24/7, 368-0229, 368-0229. Reservations are now being accepted for their annual Tacky Light Holiday Tour. Crown Limousine Service. Online at crownlimousine.net. 368-0229.
Sheehy Ford Ashland is as close as your keypad. Just go to sheehyfordashland.com. Or you can come by their beautiful facility on Highway 1 south of Ashland and check out the Quick Lane Service Center. They service all makes and models with a 17 multi-point inspection free of charge. And Sheehy does great things for the community too, like supporting Habitat for Humanity and the Massey Cancer Center, plus many others. Good people giving back to the community. That's Sheehy Ford in Ashland and at sheehyfordashland.com.
And we are back here live at Chuck Tester Gymnasium on the campus of L.C. Byrd High School. Rob Witham along with you here on the RVA Sports Network. Halftime score 35-17, number 4 L.C. Byrd with the lead over James River here in Dominion District action. Of course, these two teams go their separate ways. Come playoff time, James River in Conference 3, 6A South with Cosby and Manchester and Clover Hill and Thomas Dale. L.C. Byrd, of course, in 5A South in Conference 12 with Meadowbrook and Matoaka and Prince George. And now this year, Varina and Highland Springs. Well, we made it official this afternoon, checked out the logistics, made sure it would be okay. We spent a little time over at Swim RVA late this afternoon on our way here to Chester. And RVA Sports Network is very proud to announce, as we posted on Twitter late this afternoon, that we are going to provide live coverage of the finals, the championship events in the first annual Hanover Hawk Invitational Swimming Tournament next Saturday night, December 19th at Swim RVA. That's the Collegiate School Aquatic Center in Chesterfield, right off of Chippenham Parkway off Route 10. First race scheduled to shove off at 5:15, and we're going to bring all of the races to you live on the RVA Sports Network. And if you're thinking, I've never listened to swimming before, you need to do it. It's going to be a very fun night. This is a huge new event that's been being put on not just by Hanover High School, but kind of in conjunction with all the coaches of all 4 swimming teams in Hanover County. George Massey at Hanover, Karen Sieber at Atlee, Bob Flanagan at Patrick Henry, Stuart Bernstein at Lee Davis. They will, of course, all 4 of those teams will be there. All the area teams that are VHSL sanctioned will be there, Colonial Heights, Maggie Walker, etc. And there are several major teams from outside the Richmond area that will be competing that night. Western Albemarle is coming. Jamestown is coming. John Champ from up in Winchester is coming. I think either 18 or 19 teams total. And it'll be an event where the morning session will determine whether, of course, you make the championship heat or not. And then you come back and race in the final 8 that evening. And so next Saturday is going to be a really busy day for us here at RVA Sports Network. We'll start the day at Randolph-Macon College with live Twitter coverage of the Big River Rivalry, the 3rd annual North versus South 804 high school football game, sponsored by the Touchdown Club of Richmond. We'll have Twitter coverage across our Twitter network at Chesterfield Sports, at Henrico Sports, at Hanover Sports, and on the RVA Sportsnet. That's a 1 o'clock kick. If you didn't see the rosters, which were released late Tuesday night, the entire roster for both the North and the South teams available on RVASportsNetwork.com right now. That's RVASportsNetwork.com. So we'll be there, and then we'll run out real quick after post-game interviews and head here to this side of the river and get to Swim RVA and have live coverage of the first ever Hanover Hawk Invitational Swimming Tournament next Saturday night. It'll be a 5:15 first event, so we should hit the air. We're hoping to hit the air at about 5 o'clock Eastern time. Again, tomorrow night, more basketball here on the network. Lee Davis and Atlee, live from Atlee High School. We'll go on the air at 6, girls game at 6, boys game to follow around 7:30 or so. And then we'll have the Hanover Hawk Invitational Swimming Championships next Saturday night, December 19th. And then we'll wish you a very Merry Christmas and come back with you after Christmas with 3 very big days of basketball action. Monday night, the 28th of December, a quadruple header from the Henrico Holiday Hoops Tournament, first round action at Henrico High School. Tuesday, the 29th, quadruple header action from round 1 of the Southerner Classic at Lee Davis High School, as 2 girls and 2 boys semifinals will take place as Lee Davis resurrects that tournament. And we're very happy here at RVA Sports Network to be a part of that. And then the next day on the 30th of December, we're hoping that our Taylor Luck at Taylor RVASN will be able to do some Twitter coverage for us at the Southerner Classic Championship. Meanwhile, we'll be back at Henrico Holiday Hoops live here on our YouTube channel for Championship Wednesday. We'll have the 3rd place game and the championship game on December the 30th live from Henrico High, our 3rd year of coverage of that wonderful tournament. And so 3 days, 10 basketball games here on RVA Sports Network. It is our annual holiday feast of hoops in between Christmas and New Year's. And then we'll kick off 2016, the calendar year, with our first broadcast being a pretty good one. Monacan at Cosby girls basketball, 4A state titleists versus 6A state titleists. Monday night, January 4th, live here and exclusively on RVASN. And then after that, it gets better. We will be live at Henrico High School January 13th. When the Deep Run Wildcats come calling, it'll be a girls-boys doubleheader. Top 10 teams in both. Girls first at 6, boys to follow, and Deep Run Henrico is obviously one of the most anticipated boys basketball games of the regular season. We'll have it for you. We'll have another one for you on Martin Luther King night, January 18th, when LC Bird goes to Highland Springs. We're going to get to see Charles Falden and company come over to Highland Springs, take on the Springers in Conference 12 action. We'll have that one for you on the 18th. Our complete broadcast schedule, constantly updated, always available on the right side of the page at RVA Sports Network.com. That's RVA Sports Network.com. Rob Witham along with you. It is second half time here at Chuck Tester Gymnasium on the campus of LC Bird High School, as Baller Angela on Twitter is in front of us here. And the Skyhawks getting set to start the second half. She'll inbound it to Madison Baum, and we'll be on our way here in just a second. Quick picture. Got it just in time. The inbounds to Baum, and the third quarter is off and running. Bird running left to right across your laptop or tablet or phone as you listen this evening. Caraballo right of the circle into Williams. Turnaround jumper blocked nicely by McCabe, and the Rapids will get to work. Davis working this side of the court. Caraballo on her. Davis keeps the dribble alive, loses it. Pass intercepted inside. Thought she was going to get Beachy, but Williams steps in front of it. Kiki over to Angela. Now in the corner for Madison Baum. Kicks it into the lane. A shot blocked again by McCabe. McCabe nicely using her height to her advantage defensively on Williams. And then they get it into Hermans for three, and it's good. Mandy Hermans working with 3 personal fouls, hits the early three-pointer, and we are underway in the second half, 35-20. James River down by 15. Baum, top of the circle, left side to Wallace. Kicks it inside, now kicks it out. Caraballo for 3 is long. Rebound to Beachy. Bounce pass, and now to Davis. They'll get it to McCabe. Close to backcourt violation. They get it inside. Beachy is going to double dribble. Yes, she did dribble once. And will be guilty of committing the turnover there. Turnover to Bentley, who will bring it inbounds to Baum. And Baum will walk it across the timeline at 6:30 to go in the third quarter. 35-20 our score. Number 4, LC Bird, looking for their third straight victory. Williams up top. Caraballo in front of us with Hermans on her in the zone. Angela look right side, nothing there. She'll get a pick, work it left side. Baum will take a three-pointer. It's good. And Maddie Baum for the first time tonight's on the board with a 3. Answering Herman's 3. 38-20, the lead back at 18. Herman's double-teamed, and she's going to lose it midcourt to Bentley. Bentley down quickly to Caraballo, puts it up too strong. Beachy fights for the rebound, can't get it. Bentley does, shot no good, back up, no good. Another one blocked by McCabe again. And she whips it out to Hermans. Pass toward midcourt is taken away, a bit too strong for Ward. Caraballo had it, and then she gets stripped. It goes off of Angela's hand, out of bounds, and a little ragged play there for both teams, and the Rapids will take over, having to go the length of the court. Down 18, 38-20, 5:40 to go. We'll see these Skyhawks again at the StatVA.com Classic in January. We'll talk about that, the quarter break. Pass intended for Beachy down court, breaking the press by McCabe is too strong, out of bounds, and turnover right back over to the Skyhawks, and the racket early third quarter play continues. Somebody's going to get in a rhythm. Let's see who it is. Wallace left side to Baum up top. Kicks it to Williams. She'll drive, put up a 10-foot floater, short. Rebound to Ward. Ward looking for a little help, picks up the dribble. Needs help. Hermans gets it. They got to get it across the timeline. They do. Ward inside to McCabe. One bounce, turn around, jumper, short, no good. Rebound, Bentley, and they wrestle to the floor with the whistle blown, and that'll be McCabe on the foul, I'm sure. And that should be her first in the team's, obviously, first of the second half. 5 minutes to go, third quarter, 38-20. Referee asks for time, and they'll bring it inbounds here at midcourt. 18 points, the margin. Skyhawks up 38-20. Baum right side to Caraballo. Angela looking inside. Gets it to Williams. Bounce pass back to Angela for three. Off the back of the iron. Long rebound. Can get it herself. Drives into the lane. Look for a bounce pass. Thought Bentley was cutting. But it goes off of the leg of Beachy. And the Skyhawks will catch a break and retain underneath their own basket as head coach Chevette Waller looks on. Kneeling at the end of her bench. Baum up top. Caraballo. Pass, tipped away by Hermans and intercepted in the corner. Got it to Davis. Here comes the double team on Davis, and we'll have a quick foul called. And it's going to be on Caraballo. It'll be her first personal foul, and the Rapids will take it in here in front of us. Get it to Davis, and she'll walk it across the circle. Quick pass to Hermans. She'll drive, put up a shot. It's short. Rebound. Finally goes to Baum. She comes out of the tall trees with the board. Brings it left of the circle. Inside. Now back to the corner to Williams. Nothing there for Kiki. Dribbles it out. Over to Baum. Baum back up top. 4:05 to go, third quarter. Still 38-20. 3 points apiece for each team on three-pointers. That's all we've had in the first half of the third quarter. Pass, shot, short. And now a tie-up in the middle. Jump ball, possession arrow will go to the Rapids. And so neither team pouring it on offensively early on here in quarter number 3. Bounce pass into Ward's going to be stolen by Bentley. She puts it up short off the glass. Oh, she had it wide open and couldn't get to it. Rapids quickly down court. That's Beachy. Turn around. Nice floater, uses the glass for two. Beachy leading scorer for James River at 8 points. 38-22 at 3:30 to go, third quarter. Sure, Coach Waller not exactly pleased with the offensive play so far here in the second half, although the lead is still at 16. Left side, Williams gets it to Caraballo. She'll drive the baseline and get the foul. And that'll be on Emma McCabe. That's going to be her second. They cannot afford to lose McCabe down low. They cannot afford to lose Hermans. Hermans with 3 fouls since 36 seconds to go in the first half. Caraballo goes to the free throw line. First shot is up and rattles in. Angela with 16 now to lead all scorers. Maddox comes in. Nautica Jones will check in for LC Bird. Bentley and Williams will have a rest. Second free throw for Caraballo is good, and the Skyhawks remain perfect at the line, 9 for 9. Inbounds pass to Davis. Here comes the double team. She breaks one part of it, gets it down to Hermans. One bounce into McCabe. McCabe kicks it out. Jumper, no good. Rebound down low. Hermans is able to kick it from the floor to Ward, and then stepping in front of it's Wallace, and then it's right back to Ward. Cross court to Hermans for 3. That's short and will get stuck between the rim and the glass, and that's going to be jump ball possession arrow to LC Bird. At 2:53 to go here in the third quarter at 40-22. And a couple of the LC Bird basketball boys players are here post-practice, and they were like, we'll get it. And the refs are like, no, we'll get a ball and get it out. Thanks, guys. They're like, oh, man. They go back and have a seat on the bleachers behind the left basket here at LC Bird High School. I don't blame you guys. Chance to kind of, show off the skills a little. Vertical leap. 40-22, 2:45 in the quarter. Baum drives, kicks it out. Caraballo for 3. That's too strong. Maddox is going to get the rebound, but she does. Ooh, Foot touches the line as she grabs it in the corner. And a turnover to James River. Congrats to the JV Skyhawks, some of them walking through right now in front of us. They got a nice win over James River. We had a chance to watch that game as we set up for our broadcast tonight. Davis double team gets away from it. Hermans left side to Ward. Ward into the middle for McCabe. Puts it up. No good. Maddox with the rebound. Baum will grab it after it was quickly knocked away by McCabe. Into the corner. Long three-pointer, no good. Fight for the rebound. Grabbed by Davis looking to run. Bounce pass nicely done to Ward, but her layup attempt is short. Skyhawks ball, 2 minutes to go, third quarter, up 18. Just where they were at halftime. Both teams have 5 points in this third quarter. Caraballo's going to bring it out, go up top. Look for some more room left side. Didn't see anything there. She'll work it over to the left wing and see if she can kick it in or go one-on-one with somebody. Can't. Wallace is up top. She'll stop, put up a three. Off back iron, no good. And the rebound to Ward. Ward gets it down court to Hermans. Hermans looking for a cutter. Nobody there. Stops. 15-footer is good. And Mandy Herman's now the leading scorer for James River with 10 points, and it's 40-24 with 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Here on the RVA Sports Network. Bird was on pace to hit 70 points again, but they've got all of 5 points here in the third quarter. Offense has hit a stall. The good news for them is that the Rapids offense hasn't done much better. Baum up top, just looking for a room to work. Now she'll drive on Davis, kick it in. Nice pass. And drawing the foul is Nautica Jones. Jones will go to the line. And it's going to be the fourth personal foul on Mandy Hermans. Mandy goes over to talk to her head coach and ostensibly head to the bench. First free throw by Jones is no good. And that is the first free throw tonight that the Skyhawks have missed after hitting their first 9. Mass substitutions for James River here in the final minute. Lauren Guarnera is back in as Jones will get set for her second free throw, and it's off the mark, no good. Guarnera with the rebound. Gabrielson gets it across court to Davis. She'll drive, try to get somebody at the top of the key. Tipped and intercepted. Bird quickly down. Caraballo cuts, drives, and lays it in. Man, Angela knows just when to start. Sees the play developing and just breaks down court in a heartbeat. Bounce pass inside Rapids, nothing there. They'll kick it outside, then back in. And now Davis from the outside with a three. It's no good. Long rebound to Baum. It's a 2-on-1 fast break. Madison with the left hand, up and in, and a foul. And Madison Baum gets her first 5 points of the night here in quarter number 3. And just like that, Skyhawks looking on making it a 21-point lead if she can complete the three-point play. Baum with the left hand, spins the ball, puts it up, and it's short. No good. Rebound, though, to Maddox. Turn around, and she's fouled. That foul's going to go on Guarnera. That's her first at 9.4 seconds to go. Maddox at the line. Her first free throw is off the front of the iron, no good. And the Skyhawks have gone cold at the line, too. Second shot coming for Kennedy. Puts it up, and that one rattles in. Maddox in the scorebook with a point. 45-24, 6 seconds to go. Davis needs to hurry. Right side, nothing there. 2 seconds, 1 second, and doesn't have time to put it up. She drives, puts it in, but it will not count. And that will do it for quarter number 3. So Elsie Bird is able to withstand an offensive funk here in the third quarter. And the lead is up to 21. 45-24. .point lead for LC Bird. Andy Hermans with 10 points for the Rapids, 8 for Beachy tonight. As we get set for fourth quarter action. Rapids will get the football to start the second half. Did I just say that? I really did. You know how we talk about teams that have August football problems and December basketball problems? Well, broadcasters have those problems too when they're trying to go from one sport to another. Rapids had the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Inbounds pass was fine. The outlet pass was too strong, and Bird will get the basketball. Baum brings it up top. Williams now back to Maddie Baum. She'll take a three in and out, no good, and the rebound to Guanera. Rapids running, looking for a cutter. They find one. Hermans, nope, check that. Ward is blocked. Davis will get an almost steal back. Three-pointer right side, Gabrielson is no good. And a rebound by Guanera. And she may have drawn a foul. And she did on Maya Coleman. That's her first, but only the second team foul for LC Bird. 21-point lead, 45-24, 7:15 left in the game. Davis drives. We got an elbow again on Coleman, so quickly she picks up two fouls. And that'll be third team foul for Bird. Of course, not much action over here across the river next week as these kids are going to be in exams. As the inbounds pass, Callum Beal gets caught in the corner, and she double dribbles the basketball, and the turnover will go to LC Bird. Exams next week for students in Chesterfield County. Next week will be the week everybody north of the river is happy to be north of the river, and then in January there'll be a week where they wish they lived south of the river in Chesterfield County. Baum left, going to go cross court to Coleman. They kick it into Caraballo, lost it temporarily, gets it back, works away from one Rapid, now kicks it back out to Baum, who will reset. 6:35 to go in the game. Skyhawks comfortably ahead by 21. 45-24, inside, turnaround jumper, in and out, no good. Nice power rebound. Acquired into the game. Her shot no good, but a good job with the offensive board, but then she'll be guilty of the 3-second violation. And the ball will turn over to James River. Davis will drive it. Bounce pass intended for Guanera. Lost it, got it back. Pass to Beal. Beal will be stripped by Caraballo, who's able to grab it. Look down court. Williams is cutting. Layup attempt is short. Rebound to the Rapids. Davis working down, double teamed, and she'll get fouled. And if that's on Coleman, that's her third in a very short amount of time, and it is. 6:01 to go. LC Bird has sputtered to just 10 points here in the first 10 minutes of the second half, but the problem is James River hasn't been able to do anything offensively either, only scoring 7 points. They've had their chances, that's for sure. Open for three was Gabrielson off the back of the iron, no good. Fight for the rebound, far baseline, last touch by the Rapids, and the Skyhawks will take it. At 5:54 left in the contest. Skyhawks will learn a lot from this game. That is to be sure. Baum up top, was alone for a second, now decides to drive, finds a lane, puts it up. with the left hand and in. Nice job by Baum there. Found a seam and took advantage. Officials have to call time as the Rapids hit midcourt because the apparatus that covers the hole where the volleyball pole goes in the fall comes loose and could have been a problem, and he's trying to fix it right now as best he can with his Air Jordan referee shoes. And the ball will be inbounded by Gabrielson right here in front of us. McCabe didn't know the ball was coming to her and then got it. Gets it to Davis across the court. Davis will drive, put it up off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it'll be last touch by the Rapids. And it'll be Bird basketball at 5:22 left in the game. Here on the RVA Sports Network, 47-24. Skyhawks, number 4 in our top 10 poll with the lead. Caraballo driving, spinning, then passing it, intended for Coleman. It was a bit too strong, out of bounds, and she looks at Maya and goes, my bad. Coach Waller, very patiently, very quietly, she sends out a quick message over to her teammates, and she's not worried, but I'm sure she's studying and knows exactly what she wants to talk about at the next practice. Gabrielson gets the ball on the pass, driving toward the hoop, and will draw the foul. It'll be the second on Kiki Williams. And it will be Gabrielson going to the free throw line, where the Rapids have struggled tonight, and that one's off the back iron, no good. Rapids have pieces, but they've got to find consistent offense. They struggled the same way in the loss to deep run we were at on Friday. Next shot is up and in. And there'll be plenty for them to talk about, head coach Sarah Cook and company. Kiki Williams, top of the circle. Pass over to Coleman. She's at the free throw line. Stop, pop, good. Just left of the circle, and Coleman puts it in for two. 49-28, steal. Coleman picks it up. Gets it to Angela. She's going to work it back out. Thought she saw a seam, wasn't there. Working on Davis one-on-one. Now to Williams left. Got McCabe way away from the basket. Baum up top again. Now she'll drive. Got an open lane. Bank floater off the back iron, no good. And the rebound award for James River. Gets it to Davis. Caraballo all over her. She comes up court. And we have a timeout called by James River. 30-second timeout with 4:09 to go. Quick reminders for you. Tomorrow night, we're back on the air live at 6 o'clock Eastern Time at Atlee High School for doubleheader action in the Capital District and in Hanover County. Lee Davis at Atlee, girls at 6, and then the boys to follow. Our next LC Bird basketball broadcast with the girls will be Saturday night, January 16th, when they take on Western Branch at the StatVA.com Classic at Highland Springs High School. We'll have a triple header that night. We'll have Cosby at Edison, then we'll have LC Bird Western Branch, and then we'll have Bethel and Highland Springs. Triple header coverage January 16th at 5:30. That's Saturday afternoon. Go to RVASportsNetwork.com to see our complete list of live broadcasts. 25 live basketball broadcasts so far this season. McCabe with a bounce pass to cutting Hermans. Her shot short. Looks for her own rebound. Can't get it. And Coleman comes up with the board. And she'll get it across the circle. Herman's working with 4 personal fouls at 3:50 to go. Williams helps out outside. Brings McCabe out with her. Bounce pass to Robinson and a whistle. Offensive foul is going to be called as Kaylee Robinson was open. She was getting ready to take a 3-point shot. And the whistle ends that. Offensive foul on Kiki, her third personal. Davis has it at 3:35 remaining. And we're going to get an illegal screen on Hermans, and that is going to disqualify Mandy with 10 points with 3:34 remaining in the game. And I know it's a disappointing night for her. Ball to Bird, and they'll take it in front of the Rapid bench with 3:34 remaining. 49-25, and what's been a very low-scoring second half of basketball. Only 22 combined points. Robinson looks for a room. Nothing there. Out to Williams. She'll put up a three. No good. Robinson fights inside for the board. Shot blocked. Beachy does the honors. Bounce pass. Gabrielson is tied up. Jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Bird. Maya Coleman with nice aggressive work there. To not get called for the foul, just grab ball and force the turnover. Robinson will send it up top to Caraballo. With 3:05 to go in the game. Into the corner for Coleman. Jumper rattles in and out, no good. Williams with the rebound. Finds a hole, puts it up and in. Nice job by Kiki. 51-25. Beachy drives baseline. Bank shot off the back iron, no good. Robinson with the rebound. Quickly down to Caraballo. Angela finds nothing there and will bring it back out with 2:35 remaining. Davis on her. Caraballo will work it to the top of the key and then kick it right back out again. 2:25 to go. Skyhawks will stay unbeaten here tonight. Get ready for the exam break. McCabe will block the shot for Caraballo, who then Davis lost the ball, and Angela's foot actually tripped on the ball. That was close to twisting an ankle. Thankfully, she's okay. Gets up, has the ball, and Coach Waller wants a timeout. And I don't blame her, to be honest with you. Even though you're up 26 points, this is a good time to just calm the team down. And I think the post-game message is going to be nice win. We have a lot of work to do. And for the Rapids, again, they've got parts and pieces that are very impressive. McCabe down low, Beachy down low. They've got good defense, but they have just simply got to find a way to get points on the scoreboard. I don't think they've cracked 50. I know they didn't in the win over Atlee. They did not. They scored 33 a deep run last Friday, and they're stuck at 25 right now. So James Rivers got to find some offense before they're up against the Cosbys, the Manchesters, the Thomas Dales within Conference 3. Robinson is going to get fouled. For a moment, it looked like they were going to call an offensive foul, but it is against the Rapids, against Gabrielson. And Kaylee will go to the free throw line, try to get her first point of the night. First shot is up and good. So 8 LC Bird players out of the 10 who have seen action tonight on their roster, their full roster, have got on the scoreboard. Robinson's second shot, no good. Rebound, and then the pass stolen by Coleman. Up top is Jones. She'll get it to Wallace, who will come back out with 1:40 to go. 52-25, Bird on their way to another victory here tonight. Robinson works it back up top. Davis is on her. Man, Abigail Davis, only 2 points tonight, but man, she has got to be exhausted. As much work as she has done on both sides of the ball up top. Shot blocked, but blocked right back to Bird. Three-pointer that time by Wallace, and it will get stuck between the glass and the rim. And they'll get the extra basketball in, and the ref will knock it out. Well, maybe on the second try, he'll knock it out. No, if it don't succeed, try a third time. I think he should show us his skills and just jump up and grab it. Now he's going to let Coleman do it. Takes her a couple of times, almost off. And if you guessed 6 attempts, you guessed correctly. 1:22 remaining. Rapids will get the basketball. Long pass to McCabe. She's going to lose it, but get called for the foul here midcourt. Wallace will commit the foul. That's her fourth. Remember, she had all the other 3 in the first half, so she's lasted almost the rest of the game in her limited appearances before picking up that 4th personal foul. And McCabe will go to the free throw line. It's a 1-and-1. Shot is up, off the back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound between Nautica Jones and Nicole Beachy, and it's a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to LC Bird. Time remaining 1:10. Driving is Wallace. Shot partially blocked. Picked up by Gabrielson, and then she traveled with the ball. She said, my arm got held. But to no avail, the plea to the referee and the turnover to Bird, and Robinson will bring it in. 1:02, 1:01, and now 1 minute remaining in the game. Robinson right at the circle. Gabrielson on her. And we have a traveling call. And the turnover to the Rapids. A lot of turnovers, both teams tonight, but much more so for James River. .45 to go. Gabrielson jumper is good. And Maja has 3 points tonight. 35 to go, 52-27. Robinson will work it inside to Jones. Her shot blocked by McCabe and then knocked out of bounds. No, we got a push. Looks like a foul against the Skyhawks. It's against Maya Coleman. It's her fourth personal foul. 1-1. It'll send McCabe, I believe, back to the line. Let's see. Maybe it was not McCabe. No, it was going to be Beal that goes to the line. Beal with the 1-1. First shot good. And she'll get another. 24.1 seconds to go. 52-28 LC Bird. Second shot. Beal. High arcing shot. Rims out, no good. Rebound. LC Bird. Robinson quickly down court. And a travel is called. Bird returns home next Friday night to take on Clover Hill. As we're in the final 10 seconds, Beal will get off a three-pointer, and it's good. Callan Beal for three, and that will wrap it up. The LC Bird Skyhawks victorious tonight. Your final score, Skyhawks 52 and the Rapids 31. Our fourth-ranked team in our RVA Sports Network Top 10 poll will improve and stay unbeaten. 3-0 on the season. And again, their next game, they host Clover Hill next Friday, the 18th of December, as they now go into the exam break. For James River, a team that, if they can put it together and get some offense going, could give some teams some fits later on in the season, but they've got some growing and some learning to do. We are checking the schedule very quickly before we wrap things up. Girls are going to be part of a tournament this weekend over at Thomas Dale, and they will be playing Massaponax out of 5A North up in Fredericksburg in Spotsylvania County. And then that is their final scheduled game until the new year. And so they'll get that game, and then they're going to have to take a couple of weeks off, exams and Christmas and New Year's. And when they get back at it, they'll be home, but they're going to have Tyra Robinson and Huguenot coming in. First week of January, Rapids have 3 home games. Monday night against Huguenot, the 4th, when we're at Monacan and Cosby. They host Clover Hill in a very special game on the 6th of January. And then they have number 1 Monacan coming in on the 7th. So Rapids will head to Thomas Dale Saturday to take on Massaponax High School at 6 p.m. All right, my friends, thanks so much for being with us here tonight live on the RVA Sports Network. Next broadcast tomorrow night, just under 24 hours from now. In fact, 21 hours and 59 minutes. We'll greet you from Atlee High School for Hanover County rivalry night action, girls-boys varsity doubleheader. It'll be Lee Davis at Atlee coming up here on RVASN tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Rob Witham saying thank you so much for being with us here tonight. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of the RVA Sports Network, solely intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission or other use of the broadcast without the express written consent of HCS Media, LLC is strictly prohibited. Talk to you tomorrow night at Atlee High School at 6 p.m. for doubleheader action. Have a great night, everybody.